To come to Detroit Cristo Rey, there's some requirements. One requirement is your income level. It has to be below a certain threshold. As a result of that, the average family incomes of our students is about $30,000 a year.
How do families living at federal poverty levels afford private school? Or more important, why would they want to in a city like Detroit, where there are a number of schools that are free?
I think that being able to work at a private school gives me the opportunity to work with kids that are not stereotypically entitled.
Teacher Abigail Carter discovered why when she left one of those free schools to teach at Detroit Cristo Rey. There is a difference in workplace culture.
Such a positive work environment with the other adults that are here. It only breeds positivity.
And student attitudes.
They are respectful from the get-go, and they come ready to learn, knowing that it's a privilege to be there.
I just think it's better to make them proud than dishonor them.
Edgar Servin appreciates Cristo Rey because his educational experience has been far different from his parents.
My mom, she never finished high school, and nor did my dad. So what she would want me to do is get a good job, finish college, university, and just be better than, she always says this, be better than what she was when she was growing up.
There is another reason students at Cristo Rey appreciate their education. They work for it. 5 days a month, each student leaves school for a job at a local company. The money they earn pays for most of their tuition. The rest is covered by school fundraising and parents who pay on average $600 a year.
It's important that they're willing to make a commitment to their child's education. And I think it's also for their sense of self-worth and dignity. So when their child receives their diploma from Detroit Cristo Rey, that family can correctly say, we paid for that education.
Students do real work in a field that interests them, like computers, engineering, corporate administration. The work is how Edgar Servin discovered he wanted to be a mechanical engineer.
If you want a set job in the future and you want to get a good education and work experience, you should come to Detroit Cristo Rey High School.
Shortly after morning assembly at 7:30 a.m., about 25% of the students leave the school in Cristo Rey vans to head to their job sites. Michael Khoury is Cristo Rey's president.
I think the idea of going to college becomes a lot more meaningful to them. Many of our students will be first-generation college attendees. In their neighborhood, they might not be encountering a lot of people who have gone to college and had a successful career.
The school makes sure students succeed at their jobs.
So our new students spend 3 weeks in August receiving basic job training, how to shake hands, how to tie a tie, how to use Microsoft Office products.
Because students work 5 days out of the month, the school day and school year are longer than typical public schools.
Okay, inimicus.
Students take classes to prepare them for college. 85% enroll. One of the biggest lessons the students learn is self-discipline. In every classroom, there is a posted goal for the day.
And having it be consistent throughout the entire school, I think it's something that they subconsciously rely on without even realizing it, that every time that they walk into a classroom, they do something, and it is an expectation that they're going to walk out being able to do that.
Today, there are Cristo Rey high schools in 21 states and the District of Columbia. The network would like to expand its mission in Michigan, but there is no public support for parents. Ben DeGrow is the Director of Education Policy at the Mackinac Center.
The Michigan Constitution is arguably the most stringent amendment or provision of any in the country that really limits any sort of public support for a private education that families may choose to serve their students. And it's something that really, unfortunately, tends to limit the conversation about how we can help students, including those in Cristo Rey High School who are from low-income families.
One concern has been a private school's possible affiliation with a religion. Cristo Rey is Catholic, for example. But the U.S. is beyond that.
The U.S. Supreme Court found that if the choice is neutral, that means the families can choose any religious school or a non-religious school, and the parents are directing the decision, that doesn't violate the First Amendment.
Edgar is glad his parents made the choice and the sacrifice to send him to private school. And for the privilege, he plans to pay it forward.
I did grow up here in Southwest Detroit, and when I'm grown, 10 years maybe, I want to give back to the community personally. Since I grew up here, and I want to visually see the difference the impact I made into the society.